Hey guys, I hope everybody's doing amazing. I'm a little bit late, but guess what? It's all right because tonight I'm going to be talking to you about 8 ways to get more clients on social media. And of course, more clients equals more money. And if you haven't already joined the 8 day free money challenge, bit.ly/ free money talk 2019, yesterday I showed you how to take your everyday expenses and save thousands of dollars. And the reason I did that is because the mass majority of entrepreneurs, hey Kay, hey sis, how are you doing? The mass majority of entrepreneurs claim that they don't have the money they need to invest in their business to be able to grow their businesses. And it's critical. It's a seed and harvest thing. You understand what I'm saying? I spend. It's gonna take you 10,000 to make 100,000, 20,000 to make 200,000. It's gonna take you $100,000 to make $1,000,000. There's no way around it. It is seed and harvest. I can explain it a million times. But if you're not putting money into your business, you can't expect to get money out of your business. And so yesterday during the free money challenge, I not only showed you, but I gave you a list. If you join the free money challenge, I not only gave you a list as a gift, but I also gave you a way, it's going to be coming out tomorrow morning, to be able to track how much money you save so that that money goes right back into your business. Thank you, Ms. Yoshi, for sharing the broadcast. And if you guys haven't shared the broadcast, make sure you share. Hey, good afternoon, Pamela. So let me get right into this. And you're going to be able to get the replay and the notes at bit.ly/ free money talk 2019. Hey, Kenny G. It'll be posted tomorrow. So everybody says, Coach, I want to get more clients. But my question to you is, getting more clients is not a math equation. So at the end of the day, are you willing to do what it takes to get more clients? Right? And a lot of you may be willing, but you don't know what to do. And so this is the formula for getting more clients. And if you need help with that, of course, me and my team are here to help you. But here's the formula for being able to get more clients. Number one, you've got to be consistent in your marketing. People do business with who they know, like, and trust. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Medina. And hey, Keisha. And what that means is if you're not in front of them consistently, how do they know you're the person to do business with? People's money comes in ebbs and flows. So you may introduce a product or service to somebody today that they need, but they may not have the money today. So if you're not consistently in front of them when their money does become available to buy that product, they're gonna buy the person product that's consistently in front of them. Does that make sense? Somebody say yes. So if you're not consistent in your marketing and you're not reminding people, hey, here I am. You want to grow your business? Here I am. You want to make more money? Here I am. You want to grow up, master your social media? Here I am. Then what happens is when they do have the money, they spend it on something else. You got to remember that people have options on what to do with their money. And I showed you that yesterday. People have options as to what they can do with their money. So if you're not consistently in front of people, then what's going to make them spend their money with you? So it's critical that if you want more clients, and we all know more clients equals more money, you got to be consistent in your marketing. That's number one. The number one reason that people are not consistent in their marketing is because they don't know what to say. You wake up every day and you really don't know what to say on social media. You wake up and you don't know what to do on Twitter. You don't know what to do on Facebook. You don't know what to do on LinkedIn. And so most of you do nothing. Some of you might post a little something on Instagram, maybe a picture of yourself eating lunch or something, but that's not client driven. That's not what's going to bring the clients in for you. So at the end of the day, you got to know what to post in your marketing that's going to put people in your path and make them want to do business with you. I've got a course launching on August 8th called Platinum Promotions. And Platinum Promotions is about creating and offering, hey, Flash today, high ticket products to the right clients on the right social media platforms, being able to say the right things to get clients that are going to pay $1,000, $5,000, $10,000 to say yes. And you don't know what you don't know, which brings me to number two. If you want more clients and more money, you've got to be consistent in your branding. Some of you guys' branding is all over the place and it's far from beautiful. If you look at the branding on the 8 Days More Money Challenge, that's beautiful branding. That's branding that says I'm a professional organization. That's branding that says I'm serious about my business. That's branding that lets anybody and everybody know exactly what I do, which is help you make more money. That's branding that reaches out and captures people's attention. If that's not something that you know how to do, let us help you when Platinum Promotions launches on August 8th. At the end of the day, you either know it or you don't know it. And the beautiful thing about not knowing it is you always have an opportunity to learn. But in order for you to be able to learn, you've got to, thank you, baby. You've got to invest. And that's one of the reasons that I started this challenge. Yesterday, I've already been getting inbox messages, emails from people talking about how they saved hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just from the tips that I gave out yesterday. Stop saying you don't have the money to invest in your business. If you got to make the sacrifice in the short term in order to be paid in the long term, is it not worth it? And hot branding is not free or cheap. So at the end of the day, if there's something that you want, you got to be willing to invest in it. So you want more clients and more money, you got to be consistent in your marketing and you've got to be consistent in your branding. Number three, be exclusive. Somebody lied to us. Somebody lied and said by serving more people, you make more money, which is absolutely not true. Sometimes you gotta niche down. Sometimes you gotta call out your target client. And that target client, hey, good afternoon, Lillian. Lillian, believe it or not, most people love to be exclusive, platinum, premier, upper echelon. And nowadays, people find pride in paying more for stuff. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. There are people that, that's the person that's gonna go out and spend $2,000 or $3,000 on a Louis Vuitton bag. They're gonna spend $10,000 on a Birkin bag just to say, I got this bag from Bergdorf Goodman. They're going to be the person in the Chanel store, in the Fendi store, in the Gucci store for no other reason than just to brag to their friends that they spent more. And sometimes they don't even get a better quality product. Good afternoon, Yamoja. How are you? So sometimes you have to be exclusive or at least have an exclusive product that's only for the few and far between, but that exclusive product may make you more money than all of your products put together all year. As a matter of fact, me and my team are about to launch a $50,000 done for you product. You retiring, you leaving corporate America, you got a big package, you don't want to take all that time, you want to fly me in, train your team, create your content for you, 50 grand. We'll do it. And we'll do it fast. Somebody say, wow. So guess what? I don't need but 10 people a year, an average of one person a month to say yes to a 50,000 product to make $500,000 a year. And if I tell you it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Because your mindset says, hey, Daphne, your mindset says there's not somebody out there that will pay me $50,000. I can show you how to create a 5, 10, 15, 25, and even $50,000 product that if you do the work, somebody somewhere will pay you for. Somebody say, wow, but that's that exclusivity. That's that few and that far between. That's that person that's going to pay more just so they can go and tell people, oh, yeah, I paid more for that. Let's think about cars. Think about cars. There are cars, and all you use a car for is to get around. But there are people that pay $25,000 for a car. There's people that pay $250,000 for a car. What's the difference? Somebody just wants to be seen in that $250,000 car. Am I correct? Am I correct? They probably got built in the same plant, on the same assembly line, by the same person. They use the same gas. They function the same way. It's just that somebody has $250,000, wants to be seen in a $250,000 car, and is willing to pay for it. And if you don't have a high ticket product that you are selling to your clients, you are missing out on tens and thousands of dollars. Platinum Promotions launches on August 8th. If you want to up the game, you need to be in the room. If you want to up the game and learn how to create a high ticket product, you need to be in the room. And if you want us to help you with your launch plan, we can do that too. But sometimes being exclusive and narrowing down and being specific is better than being all over the place. Nobody wants to do business with somebody that does business with everybody. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? So that's number 3. We're talking about how do you get more clients. This is day 2 of the 8 days more money challenge. If you've not registered to get these notes and these replays, make sure you go to bit.ly slash free money talk 2019 bit.ly slash free money talk 2019, because I'm going to take these videos down in a few hours. And if you haven't registered, you won't get these notes and you won't get these videos, and you'll be trying to inbox me in a few days talking about what was number 4. So the first thing we said was being consistent in your marketing. Do you even know how to leverage all of the different multimedia platforms? Number 2, we said being consistent in your branding. Number 3, we said being exclusive. Number 4 is actually choosing the right target and having the right marketing messages. The way you market to someone that's going to pay you $50 is totally different than the way you're going to market to someone that's going to pay you $5,000 or even $50,000. Hey, Priscilla, does that make sense? You cannot use the same marketing messages. You cannot use the same word tracks, the same vernacular, the same vocabulary with a premier, platinum, exclusive, high level client that you do with someone who's going to buy your book or buy your workshop. The conversation is totally different. Do you know how to get someone to say yes to a product that costs more than most cars? Do you know how to get somebody to say yes to a $15,000 product or a $20,000 product? Do you even have one? Can I stop real quick and just ask the people? How many of you do not have a product that is more than $2,500? I just want to know. Hey, Joanne, I just want to know real quick. How many of you do not have a product that you sell consistently that costs more than $2,500? And you may think you need a big list to do this. You don't. You may think you need a ton of credibility to do this. You don't. Truth about the internet is people don't know when you got here. If you look like you've been here forever, then guess what? People will assume, hey, Angie, that you've been here forever. When you look like you just got here yesterday because your branding's off and your marketing's off, your marketing messages are off, you don't have a product suite, then guess what? People will assume you just got here yesterday. So for those of you who don't have a high level product at all, be on the lookout for Platinum Promotions that launches on August 8th because you got to get in the room and create that product. One thing certain and two things show y'all. You can't sell what you ain't got. I'm going to repeat that again for the cheap seats. If you don't have a high ticket item, you'll never sell it. I had a client of mine call me the other day. She just sold her first $15,000 product. But guess what? She just created it 30 days ago. So for a year, I've been telling her to create a $15,000 product. It took her a year to create it. It took her 30 days to sell the first one. Now let's just talk about how much money she left on the table. Had she averaged one, had she averaged one a month at 15,000 for the last 12 months that I've been begging her to put that product together and put it out there, she left the better part of $150,000 on the table. That's just 15 times 10. Really, if I do 15 times 12, she left 180,000. $180,000 she left on the table because she wasn't coachable and because she didn't listen. Hey Nana, that's a wow. So if you don't have a high dollar item that you're consistently selling or you don't know how to put one together, you need to get in their Platinum Promotions on August 8th and make it happen because you're leaving a ton of money on the table. You cannot sell what you do not create. Let's talk about being coachable. And I told you guys this the other day. One of my clients, way back when, she came to my event in Indianapolis. And I think it was about 4 years ago, maybe five. And you know what I told her 5 years ago? She said she wanted to create a local grocery delivery service. And I said, why would you stop at local? 5 years ago, I gave her the formula to create a national grocery delivery service. She did not execute. And how much money did she lose? Because now Instacart is in the game. Amazon Prime is delivering groceries from Whole Foods. You guys are letting $1 million ideas and $1 million opportunities slip between your fingers because of fear and lack of execution. She arguably missed out on a multi-million-dollar idea because nobody was doing it back then. And she had about 2 or 3 years to even get it up and running before Instacart was anywhere around. If you read I think it's the 15 Immutable Laws of Marketing by Al Rice and Jack Trout, they talk about how important it is to be the first. Be the first. You're going to make more money by being the first. Pizza Hut was the first. Are they the best? Absolutely not. But they were the first, and so they're always going to dominate to a certain extent. Enterprise Rental, the first. Uber, the first. Lyft will never catch up to Uber. Not because Lyft is not better, but because Lyft was not first. So sure, second's not bad, but who doesn't want to be the best? And some of you guys still have an opportunity to be pioneers, to be the first in this digital marketing space. If Lyft was first, then they didn't do a good job advertising because I didn't hear about Lyft until I heard about Uber. There was even rap songs Uber everywhere, and I have millennials, and my millennials stay on top. And the millennials were talking about Uber. So if Lyft was first, they had a horrible launch plan. And that goes, let's talk about that. Since you brought that up, Mr. Hogan. If you're the best and nobody knows it, you're still trash. Can we talk about that? I know some amazing cooks. Oh my God, they're amazing cooks. They cook as if their life depended on it. Everything they cook is delicious. But because nobody knows about them, they're missing out on the opportunity to generate revenue. So it's not just the first in concept, it's the first to impact the culture. Let me be specific. It's not the first to get out there. It's the first to get out there and be a Kleenex. To this day, we still call a piece of tissue paper that pops up out of a box of Kleenex. To this day, we still call carbonated water of any flavor that comes in a bottle of Coke. To this day, we still call a copy of Xerox. So when you're the first, you have the opportunity to be iconic. When you're the first and the first to impact the culture, you have the opportunity to say, my name brand is directly correlated with that product or with that service. It's like Nike and tennis shoes. And even though Converse was first and they impacted their generation, when Nike came along, they impacted the culture. And it's the difference. And that's why I always say you either gonna go big or you're gonna stay home. Which one is it? So you gotta choose the right target and have the right marketing messages for your targets. Number 5, you're not gonna believe this, but if you want to get more clients, increase your prices. Some of your prices are so low that you're literally scaring clients off. Your prices are so low that you don't even seem credible. I talked to a lady on the phone that was doing branding packages for like $2.99, total rebrands. And I'm like, girl, what is you doing drawing stick figures for people? What are you doing? We've been taught that if it seems too good to be true, it probably is. And so some of your prices are so low to be considered too good to be true. And because people consider them too good to be true, they pass up your products. You've got to get out of that mindset that I'm new to this, and so I'm going to put it in beta. I'm going to lower my prices. Walmart don't put stuff in beta. It could be brand new. They're going to put it out there for the price. So as a business, why would you operate any differently? This is day 2 of the More Money Challenge. bit.ly/ free money talk if you want the notes and the replays from yesterday. I literally showed you how to wake up, stop sleeping on your everyday money, and to be able to go through your bills and challenge your merchants and save thousands and thousands of dollars on your everyday bills, living the same type of lifestyle. bit.ly/ free money talk 2019, because your business will not grow until you invest in it. So you must invest in the prices. Number 6, create partnerships. Stop trying to do business in a silo. December 6th, we're having one of the first of its kind digital marketing and social media conferences specifically for women. Specifically for women. Specifically. However you want to say it. Be specific about who you want to be there. This is specifically for women, and why? This is to help women level the playing field as it relates to having the freedom that building an online business gets you. We're going to be bringing in the best of the best to teach you how to really build your brand on social media and really expand your revenue through digital marketing. I'm not going to do it by myself. It's going to take strategic partnerships to sell that room out. And if you don't have strategic partnerships, you're doing business by yourself, and no man is an island. You will not make it. Who's got your back? I want you to ask yourself that tonight before you go to bed. Who's got your back? I got a ton of women that got my back. You got to have a network of more than 2 or 3 business friends. And that's why I don't do clicks. That's why I don't click up, because I need more than 2 or 3 people to get my back. At the end of the day, I need as many people as I can sow in a seed in, and they can sow a seed into me to get my back. So if you're not creating strategic partnerships, let me tell you what else that looks like. When I first started building my business, all of the women that I partnered with were corporate women. They went to work, they went home. Made me feel some kind of way about staying up all night working to get free. It made me feel some kind of way about being a CEO and building my own business. It made me feel some kind of way. So I had to start building partnerships with women who were on the same trajectory as myself, so that I could understand that I wasn't the only one burning the midnight oil. I wasn't the only one building generational wealth. I wasn't the only person out here creating a legacy. I had to understand that when you partner with the same people, one of my mentors used to say, if you show me your friends, I show you your future. You know what, Lara? That's where all of the things that I'm telling you comes from. We have not even reached the pinnacle of social media saturation. We haven't, y'all. Really, as it relates to social media brands and businesses, we are still in the early days. Do y'all believe that? Most global brands don't even have a great social media marketing plan. Nike doesn't have a live stream plan. Keebler doesn't have a live stream plan. They don't really have a community engagement plan. There are very few brands that are out there, mega brands out there killing it on social media. The old brands don't know what to do. And so if you watch the JC Penney's and the Sears and Roebucks and the people who are closing now because they don't know how to leverage social media, and then you watch the Caspers, the new kids on the block who have online brands only and no retail presence, you'll see that there's a changing of the guard. And I would like to be there when the guards change. Amen. There are people who have built their businesses 100% brick and mortar, 100% knocking on doors, 100% walking the streets. Those days, unless you have a service related industry, those days are coming to uh uh they're coming to a standstill. And you know what, China? I just don't think that there's too many businesses. Here's what I know. What I know is, regardless as to how big social media gets, and no matter how much competition or how many more people get out there, if me and my team use the strategy that we use, we're always growing. There are a lot of brands out there, but all of them are not consistent. There are a lot of brands out there, but everybody's not even on the internet yet. You're right, Angie. Angie said, you know how many people in the world? 7.5 billion, almost 8 billion people in the world. Only half of them are on social media. So that's 4 billion on social media. Only 25% of them are on social media consistently. So that's a billion that's on social media consistently. Social media has a ton of room for growth. I do these numbers every year, and it's going to keep growing. You got to ask yourself, am I going to be positioned to be among the greats? Because I agree with you. The more noisy it gets, the more you're going to have to do to be able to break out above the noise. So bit.ly/free money talk 2019, 8 days of more money. Make sure you register to get these replays and notes, which brings me to number 7, which is master social media. And not just master social media, but master social media, master technology, Master automation. I've been very, very quiet this year. And one of the reasons I've been so quiet this year is because we've been in the background working on the infrastructure. We've been in the background working on automation. You can't just go to an 8-figure plan without 8-figure automation. So we've been in the background working on launch sequences and speeding up the ability of our launch. We've been in the background split testing ads. My word for September is saturation. And what that means is that everybody that I touch, everywhere they look, they're going to see me. So if you look on Google, you're going to see me. If you look on Facebook, you're going to see me. You look on Instagram, you're going to see me. You look on LinkedIn, you're going to see me. I'm going to be in your email. I'm going to text you. I'm going to be in your Facebook messengers. And that's okay if you leave, because everybody won't. Some people will stay. So when I say it's time for you to master social media, that means you got to take it, you got to get an education. It's time for you to master your industry. It's time for you to master your mindset. Stop dabbling in this thing. You know, Angie, it's so funny you say that. She said if they leave, they'll be back. I had one lady beg to get off my email list. And baby, if 30 days later she wasn't begging to get back on, I said, what the? Hey, Pastor Ron Pitts. I said, what the? She begged to get off that list. Oh, I'm getting too many messages. It wasn't 30 days later she was begging to get back on. So you got to do what you got to do, regardless as to what the naysayers say. I posted this morning on my Facebook. I said, God is calling you higher, and your haters are telling you to stay at home. Who you going to listen to? Who you going to listen to? And that's your problem, is that you listen to your haters more than you listen to your creator. And if you even got time to look and see what your haters are doing and saying, then that means you're not busy about the creator's work. Hello? I be so busy most days, I don't know who's saying what about who, unless they call me and say it directly. And normally I might not even answer the call because I'm so busy. So at some point you gotta check yourself. Right, Felicia Day? If I could even see what the haters are saying, I ain't busy enough. Are you gonna count your money or count your haters? Which one is it? Because you can't do both. You can't do both. And if you really spend your time counting your money, man, them haters will be non-existent to you. Maybe they hating because you making it look so good. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe they, my best friend told me that one time. When I first started, I was like, oh, social media, they so messy. They be hating on me. And my best friend said, girl, them ain't haters, them your fans. Hello? Tell them, Troy. Troy said, them ain't haters, them are elevators. The Lord said, I'm going to make your enemy your footstool. So if you ain't got no enemies around, girl, you ain't going to be able to reach that upper echelon. Because you ain't got nobody's back to get up on. You better know your word. So while you running around asking, why is all these people hating on me? Like my best friend said, they not haters, they fans. And the ones that's really, really stalking you, they groupies. If I see one more coach launch a program named after my live stream broadcast, babe, and you know why it don't bother me? Because I'm a creator like my father. If I don't do nothing else, I can create 1,000,000 programs this year. If they got to borrow from me, but I've had people take the title of my live stream broadcast, other coaches, and create a whole module. I create a whole course named after that. And I don't do anything but laugh. Because if that's as original as you can get, if you feel the need to borrow from over here so you can eat, I'm going to go and let you have that. Brown your meat.
Bro, man, I don't need to know that.
And for each one of these you put in, you put 3/4 cups of water per pack.
You sure that one say the same?
This one say 2/3, 3/4 is the same. So yeah, you can't get caught up worrying about the wrong thing. But you got to spend your time mastering not only your industry and being the best at what you do, but you also got to spend your time mastering social media. Anybody that says this industry is saturated, they don't know the real numbers. And they're not really willing to do the work it takes to stand out. That's what I'm going to be teaching on August 8th. What does it take for you to come in and disrupt the flow of traffic so bad that people can't help but stop and look and see what you're doing? That's what it takes to get clients nowadays, and that's what it's gonna take as social media continues to grow. Can you stand in the middle of a flow of traffic and stop the traffic long enough for people to see what you're doing? I can. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do with Platinum Promotions on August 8th. But you got to master your social media, and that's part of it. Last but not least, you got to, if you want to be the best, you got to look like the best. We live in a very aesthetic driven, we live in a very judge a book by its cover. We live in a very, uh, um, we don't know what the watermelon tastes like. We just know it look good. We live in that. And I used to think it was enough to show up and be the best at what I do, but that's not enough anymore. Your brand has to look as if it's the best because that's what people are doing. They are buying a look. They're not going with, they intuition. They're buying a look. And so if you're not visible, if you don't have a great brand face, if you don't look like money, you're not going to make money. But looking like money is not enough. You still are going to have that control to be able to disrupt the flow of traffic so people can look at you. It's no good to look like money if ain't nobody looking. Hello? It is no good to look like money if you can't assemble a crowd to watch you. Day 2, y'all, of the More Money Challenge. More clients equals more money. You better get you a piece, bit.ly/free money talk 2019. There's a link there where you can click the button to have a conversation with my team. But August 8th is go time. Don't get left looking through the window. Don't get left trying to figure it out by yourself. Don't get left behind and had the opportunity to be a pioneer in your industry. There's still time, but time is of the essence. I'm going to end with a quote by one of my favorite people that says, you got to take advantage of the opportunity of a lifetime during the lifetime of that opportunity. Yes, opportunities do expire. Grace does expire. Favor does expire. There's a window of time in which you can take advantage of your divine connections. They expire. The Bible says it very clear. There's a time. For everything, there's a season. And you've got to take advantage of your next level during that season. It's no shoulda, woulda, couldas. It's no wish I may, wish I might. It's now. Before this economy trips up on you and you wishing that you'd have did it when the money was flowing. Before the algorithms change and you wish you would have did it when live stream was free. Because I can still see a day when they charge for live stream. Can y'all?
You see it by. Don't forget that.
Well, baby, you know good pastors close 2 or 3 times.
Well, we gonna close tonight. I'm putting tacos on the freezer.
Oh, don't do that.
Well, bye.
Baby said if I want my dinner, I gotta go, y'all. Love y'all.